Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is kind of a not last minute, but a spur of the moment decision that I might come to regret. But today we're going to be redoing my bookshelves. Not all of them, but just tweaking a little bit, I want to say. So if you watched my last video, which I believe should have been going over my manga and graphic novel collection, I showed where they sit on my shelf, and I've come to the conclusion that I think I want to move it because I do have a spare shelf in my actual bedroom that I'm not really using for anything. I just moved it from downstairs up to my room, and it's a smaller shelf, but I think it'll be the perfect shelf for how my manga and graphic novels are right now. So I think it would fit those well. So I want to move that into my room. So if I move those, that will give me 2 more shelves for my like fantasy section. So if I do that, that will give me 2 more shelves for kind of like my fantasy room that I have going on, which, I mean, obviously I have like thrillers and stuff in here too, but that's in its own separate shelf on the other side of the wall, not in the big black shelves that I have. And I definitely need that space for fantasy, because as of right now, my shelves are really chaotic in here, and they're like double stacked. There's just like random stuff on my shelves. So I definitely want to clean it up a little. My problem is I never know how to like categorize fantasy. Like, how should I split it up on my shelves? So that'll be interesting. I also might stop at Barnes & Noble this week and get a couple more fantasy books that I've been wanting. I've been wanting the Barnes & Noble paperback editions of the Crescent City series that they have so far. And then I wanted the Barnes & Noble edition of Ninth House, and I don't remember what the second one is, but the ones that are paperback and have like the sprayed edges. I'm hoping they're still there, but I think I might grab those too, so I need to save room for those. So this video is probably going to be really chaotic and a lot of me shuffling things around and seeing what works. Also, you know, don't judge me for the random stuff on my shelves. I don't really know what's happening or how it got this way, but this is what happens when you keep constantly moving things around, or like rooms are getting redone, so I keep having to shelve stuff done. If you're like looking at why is there a mug on the shelf or a bowl, just be aware there was remodeling going on. It's not going on anymore, so hopefully once this is organized, it will stay organized for a while. Let's hope. Also, I know I look like a disaster, but if I'm moving stuff and organizing all day, you know, I'm not going to be dressed up for it. So this is what you get. So let's get into it. So this section and this section is what it's getting moved. And then what I meant by I needed the room for fantasy is like stuff like this, how I have it stacked up. Obviously that shouldn't be stacked like that. I have extras over there, and I think that's it. I'm gonna move this out of the way. But yeah, here is the shelf that we're gonna move it to. I'm gonna move that out of there. I'll probably move that into the other room, but this little black bookcase is where it's getting moved to. Honestly, I should use it probably for extra romance space, because everything is double stacked over there as well. But there is still some room over there. I just haven't went through and adjusted it, so maybe I'll do that too. So we are going to do this shelf first with all the manga and graphic novels. I figured this will be the easiest. But I'm looking at this bundle, and I really hope that this was a good choice and that this all fits. I realized I also just ordered 2 more like manga sets. So I'm gonna need to save room for those. So I did order 2 manga sets. So I have, so I ordered The Ancient Magus Bride, and it's season 1 box set. So it's volumes 1 through 9. So that's coming tomorrow. And then what's coming today is Love is Hard for Otaku. And that is 6 books. So I need to make sure I save room for that. I don't know where in this collection I'm going to save it. I'm going to wipe these off, let it dry, and then we will start figuring out the order. Okay, so I think how I'm going to do this is have, oh my gosh, I don't even know. I'm already. So I think I'm going to lean towards maybe action-ish at the bottom, and then more like romance, rom-com-y vibes at the top. So I know you're supposed to like put stuff at the bottom first and you know, make sure it's secure and stable, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to put stuff at the top because I do what I want. I'm my own boss right now. So maybe I'll put Romantic Killer up here because it's romance. And then since I still have gap here, I'll put Teen Titans and Unordinary. I keep forgetting I have some coming. And this would probably be space for them. So I think this is how it's going to be for now on this shelf. And if I get the other series before this video is filmed, like done being filmed, I'll show an updated clip of this. But this is how the shelf in here is going to look for now. Okay, so nothing at the top because I do have a Lego set that I want to do. And I want to put up there. I have the House from Up. But first, or well, top shelf, we're starting with romance. So we have my Maid Sama series, love it. And then there was a little room left, so I decided to put True Beauty up there, and I still have room if I get 1 more of those. But if I continue on with the series past that, I'll probably have to move it to a different shelf, but this works for now. Then we go down, and we have Kami-sama Kiss. I don't know why it's not focusing far away, but it does close up. But I left room in that shelf for one of the series that's coming. And then we go down and we have all of my fairy tale books. Once again, another spot for another series that's coming. And then we go down and we have Chainsaw Man and Jujutsu Kaisen. And then we go down and then there's just everything else. Because I don't know what to do with it. I don't think it looks bad. I think it looks pretty good. Does anyone else feel bad about putting books on the bottom shelf? Like, you don't deserve the bottom shelf. But I don't have room for your elsewhere. So now we are going to go work on the fantasy shelves back at the office. Okay, so I need to fill these 2 and I'm going to shift some stuff around. So I was going to make one of these like a Lee Bardugo shelf because I did get this really pretty edition of Shadow and Bone and Crooked Kingdom, which I will show you that. Hold on. So this is it. It has like wings. Oh my gosh, I'm trying to do this. It has wings that come out on each side. And then this that comes up and it says the Crow Club at the top. But you can put all those down. And you open these doors. And they're there. So they did send out an email. I got these from LitJoy. Yeah, so I got these from LitJoy. They did special editions. But they did send out an email. The like foil covers got ruined. But they basically said that they were going They're gonna send out replacements for them, but they would send the ruined ones anyways, just because it's, you know, it's extra protection. So 6 of Crows, and then the beautiful edges. Oh my gosh, I love them. And I already read these. I loved this series, that's why I got them. I got rid of my Shadow and Bone trilogy, which might be, you know, more of a unpopular opinion, but I didn't enjoy that trilogy at all. I think I liked the first book, and then I hated the second one, and I don't even remember the third, but didn't enjoy, so I got rid of it. So I won't be doing special edition, buying the special edition of that, but this is just so pretty. Open it up, there's cover, there's that. It is just so, so pretty. Makes me so happy. So that was 6 of Crows. And this is Crooked Kingdom. And on the back it says no mourners, no funerals, which I do want to get a tattoo with that. Once again, beautiful edges. This one you open and it's the cover that's on the card that I showed. There's that. And they are like digitally signed, I believe. But they're just so pretty. I could not pass these up. So I was going to put these on those shelves and have it on display. But I think I might keep it at the top of my shelf. I think that makes more sense. So I don't know if I should put her other books that I have up there or not. I think I've come up with a little bit of a game plan. So I think I'm going to make one of my shelves my like Sarah J Maas type of shelf. As of right now, I only have the Throne of Glass series on hand. I've read ACOTAR up until, what is it called? A Court of Silver Flames. I haven't read that one yet. I just gave my part of my series to my friend because my sister got me a set. So I have to pick that up. And then I have the Crescent City series, the first 2 books, but I have the hardcovers and they're somewhere downstairs. So I'm not going to unpack and go through them. Plus, I think I already said I want to buy the paperback version that is at Barnes & Noble, which I prefer paperbacks. I'm a paperback girly, which honestly for fantasy I don't mind hardbacks. I actually have a lot of hardbacks for fantasy, but since I already have paperbacks for like all my other Sarah J Maas books, I just want to continue on with it. But at the top, that's where I moved my 6 of Crows and Crooked Kingdom, and then I put all my other Leigh Bardugo books up there. I do have Ninth House, but I have the hardback, so once I buy the ones that I want, I'm going to sell and get rid of that one. So, and then the second shelf down, you know, that's like, I'm calling it my like little kingdom shelf in a way, because it's all like got crowns on it. It's like about queens and stuff like that. Like that is all the books so far that are on it, and I will show you. I'm gonna flip it right now so you know what I'm talking about and I'm not just like blabbing nonsense. So this is the Sarah J Maas shelf. Like I said, I only have Throne of Glass on hand right now, but I will have the others soon to fill it out. And then this is just a tin that has some like bookmarks and stuff in it. Then you go down, and this is the shelf that I said is kind of like the like kingdom type of like shelf. Like that's Court of Dragons, there's the Queen's Resistance, the Queen's Rising, Red Queen. So I'm trying to find more books to fill that. I might pull books from down and put them up here. It bugs me if I don't have a theme though. And then for this, I obviously need to put that up. It's not Christmas anymore, so I'm going to do that. But I think I might clear the shelf off and put all of my like Stephanie Garber books up there. And I also have a like So I might put all my Stephanie Garber books up there. And then just kind of fill out the rest of my shelves, I guess. I don't really know. I was thinking for my Stephanie Garber shelf, I could put up the little wanted poster of Jack's that I got. I got these new, I think they're acrylic little sign holders. So I think I'm going to put it in that and then put it on the shelf. I think that'll look cool. And I think I have enough books to honestly fill that shelf because I have 2 sets of the Once Upon a Broken Heart trilogy. I still haven't decided which set I'm going to part ways with, but eventually I'll get there. Make some of those adjustments, and then I will kind of show you what I've come up with, and from there I'll tell you if I'm going to make any more changes or not. Really just winging this. So I have decided I'm only going to do this and clean the shelf up, and then I don't think I'm going to do the other shelf in my room. It's just too much. I have literally no idea what I want to do with it. But I did finish this up, and I have to say it looks a lot nicer, and I have space, which is nice. I won't let that go to my head because I know I have books still in the basement that I haven't read. So let me give you a little overview of what's going on. So at the top we have my Lee Bardugo. And then we do still have some normal romance because I didn't know what else to do with my Bridgerton series, but I love it and I love how it's displayed. Then we have some of my Elise Covo books. I wanted to keep those all together. I do love how this looks all lined up. I have not read it. And then just some random things. And then we have my Cool Prince series, some Cool Prince art. Okay, so the shelves that we already did. We have my Sarah J. Maas shelf. Not much has changed since I last showed you it. I just added another little art print. Then going down, we are still keeping with the court theme. So we have the Red Queen series. I forget what this is. Oh, I didn't realize this was by Rebecca Ross. So now I might have to change some things. Because I have Divine Rivals by her up here. But for now it's going to have to do just because it's paperback. But these are all my paperback ones. Then we go lower and we have some more paperback. This is all that is going down. So then we have my Stephanie Garber shelf, which this honestly might be my favorite shelf. I love it so much. I love Jack's picture, and then yes, I told you I do have 2 sets of the same. Maybe I'll part with one eventually. And then I just put a couple other books on the end that gave me like the same type of vibe. So we have Divine Rivals, and then a Fragile Enchantment. And I just love the cover of this. Then go down. We have the Zodiac series. And then the other, I forget what this is called. I think it's just the King's Quarantine series. Does it say? Oh, it is the Brutal Boys of Everlake Prep series. But I have all those together. Not sure what to put there yet, so we just have that. And then going down, there's no particular rhyme or reason to any of these now. So, Fourth Wing. These Violent Delights, Duology. There's all my V.E. Schwab books. And you go down, and once again, no particular order to these. And then once again, all of them on my bottom shelf are just Book of the Month books. But if you want me to do a separate video about all of the ones I have, I can. Just let me know. But for now, we're skipping. But for now, we're going to skip over those. So then, here's some more fantasy. We go down. Next shelf. And the final shelf besides the Book of the Month shelf at the bottom. Honestly, I'm really happy with how these have turned out. It looks so much cleaner, I feel like. And I have a lot more space at the moment. Very happy with how it looks, especially the Stephanie Garber shelf. This is definitely my favorite right now. I also really like the Sarah J. Maas area. I think it'll look really cool once it's done. And I actually have the books there. So for now, I am happy with this. I love it. Now, eventually, I just need to do the same thing to my romance shelf again. If you have made it through watching this, I really appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.